Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Raw Radiant Health, and I'm Natasha, and thank you so much for joining me. So today I got a really interesting question. I love the question, it was great. And I had something totally different planned for us today, but when I got the question I was like, you know what, I got to address this. This is good. And the question was asking me about how to find love while you're on a 100% raw food diet. And the question was about, about dating and what to do. Like, are you going to get rejected because people don't get it, and you're on like this, very different diet than the average person. And I love the question because I think a lot of us are dealing with this, and it's not talked so much about. Like, there's a lot of great guidance on how to deal with family, how to deal with a spouse, or how to deal with social situations while being raw, while everyone else isn't. But there's not much talk about being that single person and who's trying to find the love of their life, and how are they going to find that person if they're on a raw food diet. Is it going to be harder? Are they, or is it just going to be downright impossible? And I think what I want to first assure you is that I think it would actually be even easier in some ways, because the first thing that I want to talk about with this, because you might be like, what? How is it easier if I'm eating a totally different diet than everyone around me? And the reason why I say it might even be easier for you to find, your perfect match is because years ago I was given great guidance. I was told that like attracts like, right? And to become the person you want to attract. And what I find with the raw foods is that, yeah, okay, my diet is really, it's different. It's not like anyone else's. And, there's a lot of people out there that are intrigued by it, and there's a lot of people out there that are like, whoa, I can never do that, and that's just plain weird. And that's all right. Me, I'm comfortable with my life decisions, and the thing is that one thing I noticed is that I'm usually surrounded by people that share the same morals, same values, just the same outlook on life. Like I've noticed in the past when I've had problems with addictions, that I would attract people with problems with addictions, right? And they might not have the same problem as me or the same type of addiction, but they had that as being like a big problem in their life. And I see now as sort of like, as I respect my life more and more, and I want to be healthy, and I want to be happy, and I want to be beautiful, and I want to be energetic, I just naturally attract people that want those same things as well. So, and I almost find like the closer it is that I get to living the life that I've always dreamed of living, I also attract people that are doing the exact same thing as me. So, and it's not like I have to go out and find them. They appear. And I also notice that the weird people that I don't relate to anymore, that used to always like somehow appear in my life, they're almost like, I almost repel them. They're on the periphery. They're not, they're around, but they're not like in my life. And so I find that really, really interesting. That's why I say that, I don't think it's that hard to find your perfect match, and even if you're on a 100% raw food diet. And so talking about the diet itself, like last week I mentioned that a lot of it comes down to your own attitude about your diet. That if you think it's weird, and if you feel like you need to warn someone about your diet, then you have to reevaluate why you're doing this and what it really means to you. Because, you know, if you're excited about something and you're excited and happy about your diet and you're seeing the results and you're enjoying it, when you tell someone about it, they're going to see that. But if you feel it's weird and you're ashamed of it and you know, you're embarrassed and you think it's going to cause problems and make people uncomfortable, they're going to be uncomfortable and they're going to think this is really like just too much. So I think that's the first thing that you really need to address within yourself is to be confident and happy with what you're doing. And the second thing is that you don't necessarily have to tell someone on your first date with them that you only eat, you know, raw fruits and vegetables. Like, you don't need to share that kind of information. You know, I mean, common sense is, it's like when we first go on a first date with anyone, like, do we pour out our life story to someone immediately? No. We get to know them, they get to know us, and slowly as you become a little bit more comfortable and more trusting and get to know the person better, then you can let them in on these things about your life, including your diet. So my suggestion is that when you go on a date with someone, you know, go to restaurants. Make sure you go to a restaurant that you know you can get a salad, right? You don't have to mention it to the person you're going out with, but you can recommend a certain restaurant. It doesn't necessarily have to be a raw food restaurant. Go to any restaurant. Any restaurant will usually have a salad on its menu. Make sure of it beforehand so there's no fuss when you get there. And go out, have a good time, get to know them. If they mention, why are you eating a salad, or don't you want something more? You say, oh, you know, make some sort of excuse, you know, or say you don't want to eat very heavy at night, or, you know, you just ate a few hours before and, you know, you really just want to be there for the company and you're enjoying your salad and it's great. You know, so there's ways about going about that, but I just feel like, you know, certain information, like test the waters on your date. And you don't owe anyone an explanation for anything. So take your time and, you know, when you open up about your diet and your lifestyle, do it at a time when you really feel confident about what you're sharing and that you feel that the person's going to react in a really positive way. And they will. Don't do it when you feel like you're going to get judged and, you know, you're going to get slammed in the ground for it. Like, don't do that. So really, you know, test the waters out and know that, like, you have that space to keep certain things to yourself until you're ready. So another suggestion too is that when you're dating and let's say you finally like open up about your diet, have fun with your food, with the love of your life. Like, introduce them to new recipes and things you're eating, and, you know, like, learn some good recipes to share with them that they're just like, this is yum. I didn't know food can taste this good. And, you know, and have fun with it and make it romantic, make it great. Like, you know, don't take your life so seriously. That's like the main thing, is don't take it too seriously and have fun with it. And like, I think that my #1 rule too, that I think I need to share with you right now, is never tell anyone what to do. Never. Unless they're like asking you. But never ever tell someone how to live their life. And I think like that's the main thing is that you won't get any resistance about your diet if you're just opening up. But the moment that you know, you're telling someone how they should be eating, or what they're eating and what it's doing to them, or if you're like making a face when you see them ordering something, or making them in any way feel bad about the decisions they make, then you're creating the resistance. And so for me, that's like the #1 rule, is do what you need to do, but don't judge others for it. So, and then you'll see that if you don't judge them, they won't judge you at all. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with today. So I wish you guys a fabulous, fabulous Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!